my sales rep would give me these 500-page RFPs. So Government of India, those who do not know, they have a GEM portal, and they purchase right from safety pin to a tank from something called as tenders. So whether they want to buy software or whatever, they'll put it up on NIT here, notice inviting tender here, and then you can buy whatever thing. So my job was to go through the entire RFPs and then figure out which products can fit there. So I made this tender matcher, and its job was very simple. Companies like Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, they have hundreds of products, Google, and suppose there's a government tender on, say, next generation 911 system, which is in the US. You should pick up something, and there are a lot of things. And you want to know, summarize very fast. So you want to upload a PDF, which is a 500-page tender document, and you want it to match against all your product data sheets. So product data sheets, they look a bit like this. So I'll show you I'll take maybe a minute just to show you what a product data sheet looks like. Yes, so product data sheets look like these. I work for ServiceNow, so I took a lot of data sheets from ServiceNow. So they are like, they tell what does a product do and all the features and everything. It's basically the documentation part. So a technical salesperson has to manually go through this and tell that whether the solution that we are proposing can actually solve the problem. So can ServiceNow container authorization monitoring do this or not? For that, you need to read it up and say, yeah, it can work with this. Is it compliant with FedRAMP? So you should come here and see. So they are like thousands of, each product has a product brief or product data sheets, right? So what I did was I ingested all these like 369 items, which you can see here. And then what I allowed was people can upload a tender and then match it against the products. For example, once you upload it, a RAG will go ahead and figure out all these fields, generate a quick summary, what this tender is all about. This tender is about so and so, what is the last date, what is the last time, what is the EMD amount, and whatever. You can download this something. Here comes the technical part. So the embedding could be mini-LM. It's the nicest one because it's the easiest and quickest on my computer. I'm also running it locally, so you will see my GPU spiking when I run a query. And then I use BGE and E5. I can increase the chunk, reduce the chunk, increase the overlap, reduce the overlap. I'm running it on Streamlit. A bug in Streamlit is that if I change something, all the code runs from top again. So I'm very careful about clicking something. Otherwise, if you see on the top right, the stop thing will start running. The entire Streamlit code runs. And here I'm ingesting everything on a Docker container. So if I come to Docker container here, there's a Neo4j database running, and that Neo4j database has all the vector database indices and embeddings loaded here. And then you can ask questions. So what is this about? And as you see in any RAG, it will tell you something. Overview comes, then comes the product match. If you click on get product recommendation, so what it will do is it will look up this file, which is ingested and converted into embeddings, and you will see a spike coming here on the GPU, and it will compare and tell you, create something called as SBOM, which is software bill of materials. So it will tell that you need this from Microsoft, this from Google, this from IBM, this from Oracle. So any small contractors or small IT vendors who have partnership with all these, they can quickly make this and then ask for each of the OEM for pricing. So they can reach out to IBM and say, can you give me pricing for this product? You can reach out to Google and say, can you give me so the entire software solutioning part that tech sales or solution consultant like me used to do. I put it on RAG. So to decompose a requirement into technical specifications, to matching it to product data sheets, and now it only becomes a pricing part. And then you get the pricing and your tender solution is ready. This comes, and I'll let it run because it is generating something and you will see the output come. It's running locally. I'm using Olama here. And if you want to see the Olama, is this one, and I'm using
Yeah, I see it right now.
7 billion, very small 7 billion model, 8 billion model of Llama 3. So it will go and hit this one. Then the biggest part was compliance sheet. Compliance sheet was making something where whether some particular solution can fit and do something as an output, or is the capability there or not there. So what I did was I went ahead and added something like yes, no, and then if something is not there, can it be created manually? Is it a out of the box, or is it a customization that will require some of the hours of work? Finally, similar tenders here. So you can, and I load like 10,000 tenders here, so you can match it up currently with someone else. Admin shows all the tools, like what is the fire similarity coming up, how accurate they are. I'll stop this Streamlit running. So it will show you how much local APIs calls were there, how many remote calls were there, what were the accuracy and counts. Daily trends of action, how many Q&As were done, how many product documents were checked. Looks up all the processing times by seconds. So some takes around 25 minutes, 1500 seconds, but usually within 8 minutes, it's able to, 500 seconds is able to do all these lookup. And it looks all the things. So it logs date and time, who did it, what it searched, was it a product query, was it a Q&A, and whatever. So this, I built it to help me in my role, and it served me a lot. So I can email this. I put like in the backend, I put in a emailer, and then it does all the
What's
RAG
the
part for
vector
me.
database that you're using?
Neo4j, and I have deployed Neo4j on my this thing,
Oh, okay,
Docker
okay.
container.
Yeah.
So
One suggestion I can give you is
yeah,
uh, look at Postgres. I think Postgres also has a vector DB. Or no, no, I think Supabase. I'm not
MongoDB.
sure.
MongoDB has a vector database, but
Yeah,
it's
MongoDB has one as well.
yes,
And try to maybe, let's say, have this ingestion pipeline, not every time. Like, yeah, right now, what you're doing is every time you are logging in a PDF, right?
yeah.
Let's
So
say,
you can upload something, and
say
yeah, it
yeah,
goes
if
and
you're,
search.
let's say today you're uploading PDF one and you want to ask the same question on that tomorrow,
Hmm.
and you have to do it again if you have closed the app, is it?
So it stays there. So all the past Q&A,
Okay, then it's
uh,
fine. Then it's good. Then it's
they
good.
come
Then
here
it's
in the
good.
log, so that you
Yeah.
can, if you select a particular file which has been queried before, it will show you
Yeah.
all the past questions, past answers, so that you can click on it and then get answer without running the this part again. And product matches, also all the past product matches get logged and stored and shown here, and compliance sheet also. So if you drag and drop a particular compliance sheet, it automatically generates a compliance sheet, and you can go ahead and submit that, whether all the features are present or not, or something like this. Someone says that the solution should capture and record all network patches. So is it a customization or so you can say no, it is it's a customization. Solution does not capture. Solution should support parallel these are the terms that come in any government tender. So solution should have RBAC. So you can just simply download it and you are happy. Initially, a sales rep would ask a solution consultant or a technical salesperson to go and manually create this. I'll show it on desktop, and then someone would just copy it, Google search it, look up the product data sheet. And if you are like a multi-party vendor, so you have partnership with Red Hat, IBM, Oracle, Google, Microsoft, whatever. So you don't know which product from which OEM can solve this problem, and at the cheapest price. So if something from say Red Hat can do this, why would you buy an expensive thing from Oracle and put it in the tender in your bid, and you will lose the tender because you have to be the lowest as well when you're bidding. So that's the part. So understanding the technical requirement, finding it which of the OEMs provide in which software and at the cheapest price, and then including it in your technical solution, and then submitting your bid and winning it. That was my entire job. So I literally automated my entire job. Let me quickly show you the desktop, what I have downloaded. I think this one is the export. So this creating this, you should take hours. And this is not accurate, uh, but it reduces a lot of my work. Something like this. Something like this. Is it customization out of the box? Solution should have the scalability to cover the entire enterprise at 3 Gbps. So it should look up the data sheet or technical document and tell it is 3 Gbps or not. So customization, configuration, out of the box. There are only three parts. So the
Yeah.
least
See, I think
customization is easiest.
this is a really good, like
Yeah, yeah.
implementation of RAG that I've seen in a really long time. Like,
So,
companies use it, but this for
so I've
automating the
already made this
part of
and put
the
it
work,
up there.
it's really good.
And I've given a shout out to IIT Madras in the bottom as well.
Uh,
Shared by NIT Rourkela, IIT Madras, and I'm in the three of my. I already filed for patents and whatever. So it's live from last couple of years, and it tells very clearly that it has all the government tenders there. It has Graph plus LLM hybrid engine, Neo4j. It has all these pre-loaded, all like hundreds of documents preloaded of product documents. So if something can be done by Oracle and Salesforce, you can then figure out who is giving it to you cheaper, so that you do not take the expensive one, or who you can negotiate with better. If you have partners with